uninvited guests. Hundreds of angry protesters tried to storm the inauguration ceremony of the new port project called the Sri Lanka-China Logistics and Development Zone. Protesters fear a Chinese colony is being created and the government will take their land to build industrial zones set up with Chinese investors. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says industrial zones are needed to complement the redeveloped port of Hambantota and dismisses fears Sri Lanka will lose control to China.
Sri Lankan law will apply to everyone who comes here, whether it is China merchant or someone who disembarks from a ship. The law applies. It is after agreeing on this that we signed the first agreement. There are two more being negotiated.
China's ambassador to Colombo said Sri Lanka receives the second highest amount of Chinese loans.
We will respect the decision made by Sri Lanka government and Sri Lanka people.
The previous Sri Lankan government built the new port at a cost of $1.3 billion with the help of Chinese loans. Those loans are due for repayment this year. The Minister of Development Strategy and International Trade has been a key figure in the lease negotiations. He told Al Jazeera that there was little choice due to crippling debt.
We had to come up with some kind of a plan to make this a viable venture. So we couldn't just wait and watch and go down the hill.
Sri Lankans everywhere, including demonstrators against the Chinese port project, will be watching to see if the government's debt reduction plan succeeds. Minna Fernandez, Al Jazeera, Hambantota.